So if you're like me, you have been overwhelmed lately with the amount of banners that we have had. As you can see, I'm down to 13 diamonds right now. I've pulled 270 on the ReZero collab. I pulled 300 on the Stranger Things collab. And then before that, I ended up pulling 900 on the Festival Merlin. So I have used up almost now 1,500 diamonds in very short amount of time. So we're going to be going over how you can build up that reserve, because I mean, I know there's some people out there who haven't even had 1,500 diamonds to use. And I honestly don't expect this banner rush to go away anytime soon. Netmarble seems hell-bent on maybe giving us a pause here and there, but let's go over how you can build up your diamonds in the meantime, hopefully before the next massive rush of banners and super important characters. So let's break it down bit by bit. So the first thing that you're going to want to do to get diamonds, it's actually pretty straightforward. Just complete the plot, right? So each chapter has missions, it has free stages, and each section of the map, there's a ton of stuff that you can do. So you're going to want to clear all of it. Each time that you clear a mission for the first time, you get rewards. Some of those include diamonds. When you get a village's friendship all the way up to 100%, you get 30 diamonds, so 1 free summon. And then every time you clear a free stage for the first time, you are able to get a diamond for first time clears. So, you know, there's 1, 2, 3 on here, and then a 4th one for the first time clear on the Run Hawk event. So even very early on, you can get yourself quite a few diamonds just by completing what's on the map and what the storyline is. After that, the next progression is honestly probably going to be the arena for a lot of people. So PvP, I understand people not wanting to play it a ton. It's not the most fun, to be completely honest. It can be very frustrating and honestly pretty hard. So let's look at the rewards, though. This is the big thing. This is the reason why I play it, frankly. So if we go to the weekly reward, you can see that based on your rank, you're able to get higher tier rewards. So I'm in Master Tier 1, working now to get up to Champion. Even though Champion 5 is the same as Master 1, I do think that if I can say that, hey, I'm in Champion tier, that's a little bit more clout, right? Even though it's the same rewards, you always kind of want that title. So right now I'm getting 50 diamonds per week. Those add up quite a bit. And believe it or not, these equipment boxes are pretty useful as well, and I'll explain why in just a minute. But as you can see through the tiers, as you climb, you start out, even just by playing a little bit in Bronze 5, you can still get yourself 10 diamonds to start out. 10 diamonds a week. So even if you're a brand new account, make sure you're getting those diamonds, right? No reason to throw them away. Just show up and complete your daily mission to complete the PvP. And even if you lose every single match, you're still going to be getting 10 diamonds for your suffering, which, you know, may not feel great, but hey, 10 diamonds is 10 diamonds, right? So next, that's going to bring me to your daily missions, which I just mentioned. So if you go to quests and then daily tasks, you can see here that some of the missions carry diamonds. Now, the everyday ones, like clearing the free stage, gives you a diamond. The PvP participation each day gives you a diamond. The deathmatch gives you 2 diamonds. So that's going to give you 2, 3, 4 per day. So 7, 28 there. So 28 free diamonds that way. So you can actually get quite a bit just by playing each and every day. And that's not even including the fact that sometimes the quests have, on the weekends during PvP, they give you extra bonuses. So on Saturdays and Sundays, you do have extra quests that come up that can give you extra diamonds as well. Additionally, this sounds a little silly, but make sure you're part of a knighthood, because you do get 1 free diamond if there's enough players in your knighthood. So let me explain that. So each day that you're part of a knighthood, you go over to check in. And assuming enough people check in, you have at least 20 members who have all checked in, you're eligible for a diamond here. So at 20, 25, and 30. Now, unfortunately, you don't get a diamond for each tier. You only get the rewards one time. So it's not like you get all of these rewards here. No, you simply get whatever the max reward is. I do think it would be nicer if they gave you more rewards, but it is what it is. In order to join a knighthood, I honestly forget because I've been part of this one for so long, but you may have this knighthood logo on the bottom, and that gives you the ability to join one. Make sure you are looking for one that has that high participation, just to make sure you are getting that diamond each day. I would also mention that you may want to go through the Discord or the subreddit to help find yourself an active guild. That's how I found mine. And we do boot people if you don't participate every day. So daily check-in is required for my guild. But if you see an open spot, feel free to apply. All right. Next is going to be a huge source of diamonds. Oh my God, stop with the invites. I don't want to play with you. All right. Next is going to be back to quests, challenge tasks. So if you go over to achievements, there's actually a great way here by completing these missions that you can earn yourself tons of diamonds. Now, I've earned most of the ones that you can earn through here. And as you can see, my achievement point reward is pretty high. At this point, I'm now getting 30 diamonds for completing it, but it cost me about 500 points worth of achievements, which is quite a bit. So as you scroll through, some of the easier ones to pick up are going to be here. So participating in the fight festival, look at that, even more. Winning death matches and things like that. There's quite a bit of diamonds there for you to pick up, so make sure you're checking out those challenges and completing them as you see fit. All right, now we're going to talk about a few different ways to grind diamonds if you've already, like me, gotten to the point where you've collected pretty much all the obvious free things. So let's go over to my heroes and let's take a look at Affinity. So I always click on Escanor. It's a default. If you've watched any of my other videos, you know that it's always Escanor. Escanor is my boy. All three of my Escanors, so red, green, and the one, are all fully maxed out. It's a problem. So once you hit level 3 in affection, you get a diamond. Now, it's actually pretty easy because you get these Vanya ales for free every day in your tavern. And you also you can make and cook the different food, which will then, once you feed them, they get more affinity. So let me show you on a hero that doesn't have level 3 affinity quite yet. So let's see, Grimoire. So there's 2 options here for food, sandcrawler with salt or honey apple pie. If I were to make these or have Vanya ales, I could add it up. And then once they hit however many points that they are required to, for SSR units, it's 4,000. I think it's 3,000 for SR, and I think it's even a lower for your R units. So you're going to want to start with making sure the affection for your R units is up, because those are the easiest diamonds to get, and then work your way up to your SSR units. But regardless, you're able to get that diamond once you hit level 3. So I have quite a few heroes that I have at level 3, just because I'm not getting them to their cosmetic point yet, but I do want to pick up those diamonds. And as you can see, there's a few that I'm working on. One of the things that actually really irritates me is that these crossover heroes don't have affinity, because I just spent a ton of diamonds to get crossover heroes, and I don't even get the 1 diamond back that I would normally get just for having them with their affinity levels. So that's one way to gain as well. The second way is going to be affection. And now affection can actually get a little bit tricky. So my affection is at 39. I'm 1 away here, 1 heart away from getting to that level 40. So now affection is built up when you use a hero or when you give them gifts in game. And so I'll explain that really quickly. Meliodas is the easiest one to get affection by doing tasks around the tavern. Lost Vein Meliodas was the first hero that I really used, and I still use him a lot on free stages, and so he's built up his affection pretty quickly. Escanor as well, because, I mean, like I said, I love Escanor. So let's take a look here. Let's go to the tavern, and let me explain the gift giving to add affection. So like I said, you can add the affection through doing combat with that character, but you can also talk to the characters when you see them on the map. Now, every chapter has different characters laid out, and you can talk to them. In the tavern, you have basically the 7 deadly sins. Easy enough. So let's talk to Bon. So you have to answer these questions. Captain, you're not hiding anything. Yep. I don't know if these are the right answers. I kind of guess because it's like a difference of 10 to 50 affection. I should probably pay more attention to this, but I really don't. I'm pretty bad about this, but this is probably my next stage to be getting some more diamonds. This one is pretty time consuming though, because you can only interact with them once per day. So I got 30 affection there, right? Just by talking to Bond. You can do that every day, and you can gift. Bond's gift is wonderful sauce. You buy these from the secret shop, give him the wonderful sauce, and you get bonus affection. So 570 on top of that. Just like that, my affection has gone up. And, haha, that was actually perfectly planned. I definitely didn't plan that whatsoever. Nope, not me. Because Bond has now gone up, I now have 40 hearts, which means that I picked up the 40 heart check-in. Now, these rewards do scale up pretty high, so make sure that you're getting those checkpoints. I have done awful with this. For how long I've been playing, it's kind of a joke that mine isn't higher, but it is what it is. The heroes that are going to have the most affection are the heroes that there are the most copies of. So, for example, there's a ton of Meliodas, a ton of Elizabeth, a ton of kings in the game, a bunch of versions of Merlin, and as new versions of these heroes are introduced, more hearts become available. So that's definitely something that you can look at. I love that my wine height is maxed because I use them for sweeping. So as you get these diamonds, it's easier to get them again on... oh no, they're all worth 20,000, no matter what level the hero is, which is kind of annoying. I don't know why there's 2 for Taizu, which makes me think that there's a Taizu that I'm missing. Huh. I should get bonus Taizu. But yeah, so for each hero, you can talk to them. You can find them on the map each day, talk to them, find their special gifts, build that up, and eventually you will unlock these diamonds. This is one of the longer ways to do it, though, and I actually don't find it horribly efficient, but as you start to get into the later game, you can't really be choosy. Another way is sometimes if you go into the villages themselves, you'll see that there are chests around everywhere, and occasionally, now this is not something that I can guarantee every time, but occasionally there will be diamonds in those chests. So you can walk around. If you pull up the map of the area, you can see that anywhere there's that magnifying glass, that's going to be a chest. So let me walk over to here. And like I said, most of the time it's not going to be anything crazy. But on the off chance that it is a diamond, that could be a free diamond for you as well. So make sure that you are kicking these boxes and bins open, and crates and chests and what have you, just on the off chance that you're able to scoop up a free diamond. Now, additionally, let's go back to the tavern, because there's even more ways to get diamonds. Right now, there is in the top left corner, we see the Tower of Trials. In the Tower of Trials, I've cleared floor 23, which gave me 30 diamonds. But as you go through, there's different tiers that you can reach. Again, this is more for late game, but even if you're on a lower level, you still want to make sure that you're working to get these rewards. But through here, I was able to scoop up 40 diamonds. So there's the 10 checkpoint there, and then, as I said, the 30 that I just picked up. Oh no, there's a 15 there as well. So I was able to pick up 55? Yeah, 55 diamonds just by doing the event Tower of Trials. And then an additional, if you go to the battle, there is the reverse stages as well. So these reverse stages function basically as a stat check to see, are you investing in all of your heroes or a select few? So I recommend, if you're a new player, only start investing in a select few. But if you are an advanced player, you've been playing for a little while, you have extra resources, start investing in characters that you might not use. And I'm going to show you why, if I can hit the button correctly. So first, the big thing is, in this fight, you're able to get a diamond the first time you clear it. But you're playing as the quote-unquote bad guys of the story. So it's, as it says, a reverse stage. It's a challenge where you have to fight the good guys using the bad guys. Now, typically speaking, most of the heroes that are available aren't ones that you'll find in everyday usage. So I don't really use Grimoire, and I don't really use Gila. I do use Jericho to some extent, so I do kind of have her built up. So I may be able to take on this reverse stage right here. But I have also been really bad about doing these. There's 3 seasons worth, and you can get additional rewards, however many stars you're able to earn. You can earn up to 3 stars per, and there's, 6 stars available here? Yeah, so 6 stars available there, a diamond for each, and then once you earn stars, you're able to unlock that rewards tier up at the top. So that's another way that you can grind diamonds. But if you haven't guessed it already, there's even more ways to grind diamonds. So believe it or not, as much as people like to complain about this game, as long as you're putting in the time, you can very easily grind up diamonds. One of the ways that I use quite a bit is actually through equipment. So let me show you what I mean. So right now, I don't have equipment on my Demon Hendrickson. That's by design because I move my equipment around, but that's neither here nor there. So with Demon Hendrickson, let's say I wanted to put this gear on him, right? Now this gear in and of itself, not very good. So I'm going to want to enhance the gear. If I were to enhance the gear all the way up to Awakening Tier 5, that's going to cost me 450 enhancement stones as well as 15 awakening stones. But if I do that, I also receive a diamond for getting SSR gear up to 5 stars. So that's something to keep in mind as well. Work towards that and build up gear. So what you can do is you can grind gold, and then you can go to the equipment draw, buy up a bunch of chests that'll give you a whole bunch of resources, awakening stones, enhancement stones, so on and so forth, until you're able to get to the point where you're getting your equipment up to 5 stars, where you will receive that diamond. Now, there's even more ways to get things. All right, so we go back. We're going to the final boss now. So in the final boss, as you can see, I haven't really been grinding this. I need to do that too. I've just been pretty lazy lately. With your accumulated score, you're able to pick up some diamonds here, but more importantly, the higher that you're able to score and the higher you're able to place in the rankings, you're able to pick up these rewards chests. And in these rewards chests at the end of the final boss season, so long as you're in the top 60%, you'll be earning yourself 30 free diamonds. Now again, that can be difficult, but there are plenty of videos out there on how to fight the final boss. And yes, you do need some stronger units, and you need to clear Chapter 6. But I've been getting that for probably... I've been playing for, a little over a year? And I've gotten it almost every final boss season. Since, I think I maybe missed 3 final boss seasons where I didn't get that reward. Because 1, I didn't know what it was, and 2, my units weren't powerful enough. But there's definitely plenty of ways for you to get those diamonds. So I may have missed some. If I'm missing any, please comment in the comment section below. At this point, that's a ton of ways to get diamonds. So if you're wondering how I've spent those 1,500 diamonds, that's how. I mean, is it a lot? Yeah, absolutely. Can it be done? Yes. So thank you so much for watching. Hopefully this has shown you some new ways to get some diamonds. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. Remember to like and sub to help me grow the channel. Thank you so much for all the support that I have gotten. And I do read those comments. It does mean a lot to me. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And I will see you next time.